Hello homies, welcome to another tier list video. Today, as we start our journey into Stardew Valley, we're going to do a simple tier list of the farm layouts. So basically, I'm just going to rank how I personally feel like the farms are in terms of how I play the game. So that's kind of what we're doing. So obviously, you'll probably disagree with some of them, or you may agree with all of them, which is great. That's why I love tier lists. They can kind of spark some discussion. Here we go. So first we have the beach farm, which is the newest farm that Concerned8 put in on 1.5. It's not my personal favorite. I haven't done a whole lot on it. I think I've only played one spring on it, so I don't have a whole lot of experience for it. But there's a lot of different areas. There's forageable options. I think there's a mining option. There's the crates that come in, so it has some really cool aspects to it. But obviously the one downfall, as most people would know, is sprinklers. You can't put them anywhere. Because of that, yeah, we're going to put it as a bee farm to start. So next, we hop into the forest farm. So this one is really fun because you get a lot of forageable options. So you can kind of get some earlier things. Plus it has tons and tons and tons of hardwood each day. Like, I think you get more hardwood on your farm each day than you can get in the secret forest. That's a huge plus for that, especially with the new wood chipper item, that you can make hardwood into wood, since wood is very valuable. So I'm actually going to give this a low A, in my opinion, mainly because there's not as much open space for barns, sheds, crops, all that stuff. That's my personal favorite part, is just planting in ridiculous amount of crops. It's a farming game, right? So I like to farm. Next, we have the hilltop farm. So this is the mining farm. You have your own little mini quarry, so you can do some cool things with it. The layout's kind of funky because of like the random river that runs through it, and you have to upgrade your axe and pickaxe once to twice to even access your entire farm, at least through some of the bridges. So that's kind of annoying about it in terms of the layout. You can do some pretty fun min-max things with a hilltop farm early on. If you get a lot of copper ore, you can potentially buy enough copper ore or get it from fishing to actually craft a bronze pickaxe before you even start in the mines. And so that's a really cool thing in terms of that. But I'll probably put it as like a low B, maybe even a C when it's all said and done, just because of some of the downfalls of the space is limited. There's some weird access points to it. And, you know, after really the first spring, the little mini quarry doesn't really do much for you. You can just go to the mines for 4 hours in game and get 5 times the amount that you can on the quarry. So Riverland Farm, it's a D. It's the smallest in terms of farm space. You don't get any secret fish or anything like that, so in that regard, sounds good. Like even the forest farm on a rainy day, you have a chance for a wood skip. So like Riverland Farm, I know aesthetically you can do some really fun things with it, so if you're more into like the decoration and the flow and all that stuff of it, then Riverland's probably higher for you, but for me, it's a D, because there's better places to fish, so I'm not a fan of it. Standard, it's an S tier. I mean, it's the first farm you get. It's the very, very first farm he made for the game. The other ones came in later patches. It's huge open spaces. There's a place to fish. There's, again, just huge. So lots of farming options, lots of big options for any of your buildings and whatnot. And so I'm going to put it there because I think it is the best farm overall. Again, my opinion. So feel free to disagree and let me know down below. Wilderness, I'm going to give this a C. It technically is slightly bigger than the forest and the hilltop farm in terms of plowable space. Yeah, the like monster option is kind of interesting because you can get some random drops and stuff from monsters. But now that there's an option in the settings to have monsters spawn on your farm, I don't really see the value in it as much. Plus, early on, it's more of a hassle because your weapon is so bad, so it just takes longer to kill those dudes than anything. So I'm going to put it as a C. And then we have the Four Corners. I'm a huge fan of the Four Corners because you get a little bit of everything. Plus, it really breaks up the space. Now, it's a little bit smaller than the beach farm and the wilderness in terms of spots you can build on and or farm. But I like the distinct separations, so you can really focus each zone on a different thing if you want to. Like you can have one of the corners be just your food, just your animals. So you have your barns, your coops, any slimes, anything you want, you put in that corner. Your other corner is going to be your, your quarry mine section that has your furnaces and any other artisanal goods, or the sheds that just have your, what are the things called that help your gyms repopulate. So that can be like that dedicated section. Then you have like your farm section. And anyway, I just think it's a really fun one. Plus it's fun for a 4-player map to have your each dedicated space if you want. So it's a great multiplayer map. It's a really good single player map. So I'm gonna put that as an A. I think, as I'm kind of like trying to figure out if I want to reorganize, but I think this is pretty much it for me. How I kind of rate the farms in terms of, again, my gameplay, which is more farming based, and then going into animals after I kind of have my farm that I feel like I want established. So yeah, so this is my tier ranking. So obviously let me know down below in the comments where you rank these farms. What's your S tier farm and what's your D tier farm? I'd love to find out. Also, when you guys go grocery shopping, don't forget to leave those grocery carts in their proper places. Okay, it's just better for everyone. So just do it. Anyway, hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Adios, amigos.